who is the winner and loser of the draft? What rookie makes an impact on a playoff team this year?
How about Reed Shepard?
Boy, he's good.
Ooh.
Damn, he's good.
How about Reed Shepard?
Damn, he's good.
He put that boy in the blender the other day, didn't he?
Man, he out here cooking. He was frying today.
He comes from a great pedigree too.
Yes,
His
he
parents.
does. Awesome mama dad.
Listen, I like young fella Memphis took.
So that's why
I think
you threw me a softball.
Zach
I think Zach Edey's going to be the guy. I mean, they lost.
Instant impact. I think
Here's what makes things interesting, right? You have a team that was decimated with injuries last year. You get the 9th pick in the draft. You answer a question that was desperately needed. You need to meet Jaren Jackson to his natural position, which makes him a killer. Right, so now your starting lineup looks really, really good. They stay healthy. That's a team that I think had a great splash.
I think that's a great draft pick. That was my.
How about Memphis this year, Mike?
They're going to be awesome.
And that's why when people
they're going to be awesome.
That's why when people ask if the Lakers will make the playoffs, I'm like, how? Memphis going to be healthy again this year. Like, I just don't see the math ain't math.
Memphis is a Western Conference Finals team.
Make the playoffs last year if John.
No, they're a Western Conference Finals team.
Listen, you got OKC, you got Dallas, you got Memphis, who's going to be healthy this year. You got, help me out here. You got.
How about Sacramento getting DeMar DeRozan? How are they going to be? You like
Minnesota,
that? You like that, UD? You like the DeMar DeRozan?
I love DeMar. Quietly doesn't get the credit he deserves for being a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look on the list of scores, he's like top 15 or something in the list of scores. So he doesn't get the credit that he deserves, but he's a bucket. I love DeMar.
Shams, I'm glad you brought up DeMar DeRozan. How come he didn't get a bigger deal and it wasn't more active at the beginning of the trade of free agency?
Well, I think when the incumbent team isn't there for you as a suitor, and the Bulls are moving on.
Yeah,
the Bulls are going.
They're throwing a grenade on it.
They're going in another direction. They're retooling, however you want to phrase it. Zach LaVine, if they can find a trade for him.
You didn't like the grenade word.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but they're doing something. They're doing something that I can't really.
They traded Caruso for a bag of chips and a soda.
Yeah, they got a bag of chips and a soda. So why? So you
open bag.
So
I'm asking you. Is this?
It was one of them bags that is closed, but it's halfway full.
I'm just trying to set up you. That's all.
I hate that.
I do think Josh Giddey's going to have a good season for the Bulls. I think he's.
Oh no, listen. This is no disrespect to Josh Giddey, but when I look at those trades, I feel like what Caruso is going to do for OKC is going to be a lot more influential. What Josh Giddey still has a lot to figure out. You know what I'm saying? This is not a knock on Josh Giddey as a basketball player.
I have heard, though, that Lonzo Ball is looking good, though, in his workouts. I will say I have heard that.
He's freaking good, too.
If he's healthy. But going back to DeMar, I think the biggest thing, and as an agent, like if the incumbent team.
So your whole leverage.
That's the leverage point. But this is the second straight time, DeMar DeRozan has gone into free agency, and he's had to go seek a sign and trade. So you do, to an extent, in a broken market. You think about all the cap space teams; they were really all, not winning. Or Detroit had cap space. San Antonio obviously used their cap space on Harrison Barnes and Chris Paul. Orlando cap space they used it on KCP. Philly used it on Paul George. Utah, they're holding their cap space. Larry Markkinen, whatever else is going on. So you look at the marketplace. Same thing happened to DeMar DeRozan last time in free agency. So I will say the last two deals. In the his last two deals have been a combined 5 years, $141 million in a market where
that's crazy.
In a market, but in a market where you're not going to a cap space team, so you're really manufacturing a market.
But think about that for a second. 5 years, 141 for DeMar DeRozan, and these dudes are out here signing 275 and 300s.